You're lying in bed. It's 3 a.m. The room is dark, silent. But your mind is screaming. You just checked your bank account, and that number, that single number, has hijacked your entire nervous system. Your heart is pounding, your chest feels tight. It's not just stress, it's a primal cold-blooded fear. What if I told you this feeling isn't your fault? What if I told you it's a feature, not a bug, of a system that's been programmed into your brain without your consent? This isn't about budgeting better or cutting out lattes. This is about the deep, dark psychology of money and how your own mind has been turned into a weapon against you. In modern America, we're living in a paradox. We're surrounded by images of infinite wealth, yet more of us than ever feel crushed by financial anxiety. The game feels rigged, and in a way it is. But the most powerful opponent isn't the economy or your boss. It's the ancient, irrational, and terrified part of your own brain. And today, we're going to expose it, understand it, and build a shield against it. First, let's be clear. That knot in your stomach is real. It's a chemical cocktail of cortisol and adrenaline. Your brain perceives a financial threat like a credit card bill you can't pay with the same intensity it would perceive a saber-toothed tiger. Your prehistoric survival circuits don't know the difference between being broke and being eaten. To your amygdala, the brain's alarm center, danger is danger. This is the first bug in your financial software, the scarcity glitch. Your brain screams, "We're going to die," when it should be calmly saying, "Let's make a plan." This glitch is then amplified by the world we live in. You open your phone and you're immediately bombarded. Your friend is in Bali. A C-list celebrity just bought a new mansion. A crypto guru is posing with a Lamborghini. This isn't just entertainment, it's a psychological attack. It's fuel for your brain's social comparison engine, a mechanism that evolved to help us assess our standing in a small tribe. But now our tribe is 8 billion people, and we're only seeing their highlight reels. Your brain compares your real, messy life to a curated, fake perfection and concludes every single time that you are failing. You are not enough. This creates the perfect storm for financial anxiety to thrive, but it gets deeper. There are specific cognitive biases, hidden tripwires in your thinking, that keep you trapped. Let's talk about the second bug, loss aversion. Neuroscientists have proven that your brain feels the pain of losing $100 about twice as intensely as it feels the pleasure of gaining $100. Think about that. The fear of loss is twice as powerful as the desire for gain. This is why you might hold on to a plummeting stock, praying it goes back up, instead of cutting your losses. It's why the thought of your savings account dipping, even for a necessary expense, feels like a physical blow. Your brain isn't making a rational calculation. It's desperately trying to avoid pain, even if it means making a terrible long-term decision. Then there's bug number 3, the anchoring bias. This one is insidious. Let's say you're looking at your student loan statement. You see the total, $60,000. That number becomes an anchor in your mind. It's so huge, so overwhelming that it paralyzes you. It makes any small payment of, say, $200 feel completely pointless, like throwing a bucket of water on a wildfire. The anchor makes the problem seem so insurmountable that you do nothing at all, allowing the problem to get worse. This bias is used against you by marketers every single day. The original price of an item is an anchor designed to make the sale price feel like a victory, even if it's not a good deal. Let's see how these bugs play out in real life. Meet Sarah. Sarah makes a good living. She has $20,000 in an emergency fund. By all accounts, she should feel secure. But she's a wreck. Every time she spends money on something non-essential, like dinner with friends, she feels a wave of guilt and panic. Her scarcity glitch is stuck in the on position. Her brain, hardwired by generations of ancestors who faced real famine, can't comprehend having a surplus. It's constantly whispering, "The winter is coming, hoard everything. Don't spend a dime." So Sarah lives like she's on the brink of disaster, even though her reality is safe. She's a prisoner of her own brain's ancient alarm system. Now, let's look at Mike. Mike started investing in his 20s. He was doing great. Then, the market had a bad month. It dropped 10%. Rationally, Mike knows that markets go up and down. But loss aversion took the wheel. The pain of seeing his portfolio in the red was so intense, so visceral, that he panicked. He sold everything, locking in his losses. He told himself he was playing it safe, but what he was really doing was obeying the part of his brain screaming, "Avoid pain at all costs." A few months later, the market recovered, and Mike was left on the sidelines, having turned a temporary dip into a permanent financial loss. These aren't stories of people who are bad with money. These are stories of people with perfectly normal human brains that are terribly unsuited for the modern financial world. Their brains are running on outdated software, and it's causing them to crash. So, how do you fight back? You can't just delete these bugs, they are part of who you are. But you can build a mental firewall, a mind shield. This isn't about spreadsheets or complex investment strategies. It's about psychological self-defense. The first tool for your mind shield is called Name the Demon. When you feel that spike of financial panic, don't just let it wash over you. Stop, take a breath, and label the specific psychological trap you've fallen into. As you're about to panic sell a stock, say out loud, "This is not a rational decision. This is loss aversion talking." When you feel guilty for buying a coffee, tell yourself, "My scarcity glitch is firing. I am safe. I have a plan." The act of naming the emotion and its psychological source creates a gap between you and the feeling. It moves you from being a passenger in a panic-driven car to being the driver who can see the map. It's the first step to taking back control. The second tool is shrink the monster. Your brain gets paralyzed by big, abstract numbers. So you have to translate them into small, concrete actions. That $60,000 student loan anchor? Forget it. It's not a useful number for your brain. Instead, focus on the only thing that matters. What is the next step? Your new anchor becomes, "I am going to pay an extra $50 towards my loan this month." That's it. Your brain can handle that. It's achievable. It provides a small hit of dopamine when you do it. By shrinking the monster into a series of tiny, manageable steps, you bypass the paralysis of the anchoring bias and start making actual progress. The third and maybe most critical tool in the modern world is curate your reality. That social comparison engine in your brain is hungry. Right now, you are feeding it junk food. You are feeding it a constant stream of curated images that make you feel poor, unsuccessful, and left behind. You have to put it on a diet. Go through your social media right now. Unfollow every single account that makes you feel bad about your financial situation. The influencers, the luxury brands, even that old friend who only posts about their extravagant vacations. Be ruthless. Then, replace them. Follow accounts that offer practical, non-judgmental advice. Follow people who talk openly and honestly about their financial struggles and successes. You are the bouncer at the club of your own mind. Stop letting in the riff-raff that makes you feel worthless. Finally, the fourth tool, automate your discipline. Willpower is a myth. Or more accurately, it's a battery that runs out very quickly. Don't rely on it to make good financial decisions. Your anxious, emotional brain will always win that fight. Instead, take your brain out of the equation. The day you get paid, have an automatic transfer set up. A portion goes to your savings. A portion goes to your investments. A portion goes to your debt. It happens before you even see the money. This makes saving your default setting. You're not choosing to save, you're choosing to stop saving. It bypasses the emotional debate and the psychological warfare. It's the single most powerful habit you can build to protect your future self from your present self's anxieties. The financial stress you feel is not a personal failure. It is a symptom of a mismatch between our ancient psychology and our hypermodern world. You're not broken. You're just a human, equipped with a brain that was designed to keep you alive on the savannah, not to navigate compound interest and cryptocurrency. But knowing this is your power, understanding these hidden forces, the scarcity glitch, loss aversion, the anchoring bias, and the social comparison engine is the first step to disarming them. They lose their power when they are dragged out of the darkness of your subconscious and into the light. You are not your bank account. You are not your debt. You are the architect of your own mind. The battle for financial peace isn't fought on a spreadsheet. It's fought in the space between your ears. So start today. Name the demon. Shrink the monster. Curate your reality and automate your discipline. Build your shield and take back control.